So that's all I got to say about that. Just kidding. Anyways, guys, what's up? JJ Geru coming to you, chugging on my coffee, about my fifth cup. Getting ready for work right now, but I figured I'd make a quick video. Uh, make a quick video about my update on marijuana in my life or lack thereof now. Um, Around Christmas of this year, I was experiencing extremely heavy panic attacks um, whilst smoking weed. And those panic attacks drove me to quit. Um, the day before Christmas is when I officially stopped smoking. And from that point, and 60 days after, is how long I went until I decided to relapse. Some people might think that's goofy to call it a relapse, but for me and my lifestyle, that was definitely a relapse as I was addicted to weed. Um, I decided to try it again because the panic attacks had my head so messed up that I needed to prove to myself that the improvements I was making in my life after I had quit, which the improvements were working out, eating better, um, um, just living an overall more active and healthy lifestyle. I wanted to figure out that it was all working because I had come to the conclusion that while talking to a friend at a wrestling show, the panic attacks weren't necessarily because of the weed, but the panic attacks were brought out with the weed. But really, there was underlying issues going on, and that I wasn't working out enough. I was storing a lot of anxiety and energy that I needed to get out. And that's really what anxiety is in the first place. We're not expressing ourselves. As human beings, we need to really be yelling more. We need to be expressing ourselves more verbally, and I wasn't doing that. I wasn't talking to people. I wasn't yelling. Sometimes we just need to be like a caveman and just yell. And that's another improvement I've been making is just when I have time. I got my own apartment here. I'll just yell into a pillow and just do that for an exercise and get it all out of my chest, out of my stomach, and I feel better afterwards. But in doing this yelling, working out, and eating better, I smoked this weed after the 60 days. Um, it was on a weekend when I had a few shows. One in Chicago, and then the day after, while I was flying that night out to New Jersey for a show. And I knew it was going to be a stressful weekend. So I was staying with a buddy after the Chicago show. He was going to take me and my other buddy to the airport. Bounty Keith, good dude. And there was marijuana at the house we were staying at. And so I just made the choice. I'm like, all right, I'm going to try this. I'm going to smoke. And I'm going to see if I have a panic attack just to kind of test myself. And I did not have a panic attack. I took one big bong rip, and it was a big one. And this weed was very, very strong. Um, I didn't have a panic attack, which is a major, major positive. But the fact that I was sitting there thinking about not having one so much almost ruined the experience of being high for me, I think. Or it was just that I didn't enjoy being high. Which, looking back at it, probably just didn't enjoy being high. I don't care for the feeling anymore. Being sober is honestly, it's been great. Being able to clearly think through my thoughts um, and develop my real life a lot more than I had been whilst smoking weed. I wasn't developing anything in life. I was staying stagnant, staying high, and avoiding everything at all costs, except for smoking weed. So I smoked the weed, didn't have a panic attack, um, and since then I have just continued to work out, yell when I need to yell. Like, I have a shoot job, and um, for any of you who don't know what shoot job means, it means a real job outside of wrestling, and that anybody knows that a real job can drive your anger through the roof, and you've got to you can't just go home with that anger pent up inside and not get it out. And so I've completely, for myself, I've hacked that. I've hacked it. I come home, I'll scream, I'll yell into a pillow, I'll get all that fucking anger out, I'll yell, I'll say whatever the fuck I have to, whatever I'm feeling, whatever on the tip of my tongue. And by the end of it, I feel relaxed, I feel calm, no anxiety. I'll go on a nice long 1-2 hour walk, and we're good. Not to say I still don't get angry, but those are my coping mechanisms for that shit. So I don't know how many days sober I am now, but I had that little weekend relapse, and then I honestly I smoked a couple days after that, as my friend gave me a small little nug just to be it was a kind gesture on his part. So, but didn't I smoked for a week after that, one hit a night out of a one hitter, and honestly didn't fully even enjoy that. So here we are, JJ Garrett, or Garrett Niche, whatever you want to call me, and I'm sober and I'm loving life. I've saved the most amount of money I've ever saved in my adulthood, within these past couple months. Um, yeah, man, I'm on a good track, financially, spiritually, mentally, and physically. And I'm not trying to brag. I'm just telling you what it is, man. So, of course, everybody's different. Maybe some people who do smoke weed still are on the right track, or are everything that I am currently now, but with weed. So I don't know. Just wanted to give you guys a little update on that. Hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are staying strong, working out, eating well, blah blah blah, all that good stuff. All right, guys.
So while watching that video back, I realized just how awful the audio is on this phone. I have an outdated iPhone. I plan on getting a new phone here soon, and actually just a camera in general to record videos on. I do plan on updating this channel a lot more with just content like this, um, talking about things that I actually, have some knowledge on. But yeah, so I apologize for the audio, and I hope you took something away from this.
2.